All good. All right. Oh, there's Crystal.
I'm in the car. We're on our way home, but I'm here.
Oh, I love it. Thanks for popping on, as they say in the digital.
I'm so happy to be here. So happy to be here.
Eventually, I will turn microphones off because it will get a little chaotic. Well, that's what I'm guessing with the great responses that I've gotten. So I will obviously allow more time for people to join in. And I was thinking, like, it's always kind of awkward in the beginning of Zoom calls or lives and stuff when people wait for more people to hop on. And I was like thinking of like things that we could do in the meantime. And I was thinking dancing, but that isn't feasible for everybody. And then I was thinking of like stretching, because like who stretched today? I didn't. I wanted to. Jerry, you did. So I'm gonna do a few stretches. I don't know, Crystal, if you're driving. Is Casey driving?
I didn't do enough. Casey's driving. I did not do enough stretching today, so I can definitely stretch my neck.
Yeah, stretch your neck, stretch your arms, your back. The cool thing about using the chair is you can, like we were taught in hygiene school to use the chair when we do different stretches and to like hold the sides of it and then just kind of like elongate and pull. Oh, feels so good. There's my sister. Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Welcome on. We're doing stretching. I don't know if you can see us yet.
Not yet. I'm getting there.
Okay. All right. And then, oh. Okay. So it's so funny that Zoom calls you to kind of remind you that you're hosting. Valerie! I have to turn my welcome. Nice to meet you. It's been so long since we saw each other face to face on computers.
I know. It has been.
Okay. So I want to respect everyone's time. So I'm going to hit the gavel, meeting adjourned. Nick, what's up, man? This is my
How's it
neighbor.
going?
This is my neighbor, Nick. Okay.
Am I an hour late?
No. Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Central. So no,
You're not adjourning the meeting. You're establishing the meeting.
Yeah. So
Okay.
is that a different word? Like when you hit the gavel?
Yes, you're going to commence the meeting.
Commence.
Meeting will come to order.
Call to order.
I'm calling to order the accountability call with me. Oh, Tina, my old coworker. Okay, so as I said a little bit ago, I really have no idea how many people are coming on to this because I invited just about every client that I've ever worked with, along with my business partners and then their clients. So this could be a really cool thing that you are a part of in the grassroots. And I again, okay, I'm recording for anyone who was not able to pop on. Okay, so first off, this could grow to be something bigger than what can fit into 30 minutes. Today will most likely be, I'm going to turn all people off just in case everyone's coming on. I'm sorry, this is all, it's happening. I'm going to get it. Okay. Maybe Lindsay Costello is going to.
There you go.
Audio. Shoot. How do I turn Can everyone just like turn their microphones off for me, please? I wish I could easily know this. I should have practiced this. I apologize.
Are you on a computer, Court?
I am.
Or are you on a?
Yes.
I feel like it's along the bottom.
Yeah, like mute. It should be mute.
There should be, you have to click one thing and then a box pops up and says mute or mute all, I feel like.
Yeah,
but
right?
I'm on my iPad, so it looks a little different tonight. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Okay. So I will try and figure this out and utilize everyone's time. So as I was saying, this could be a big thing, and we may not be able to fit it into 20 or 30 minutes as I see it, especially today. I see it around that time, maybe a little bit less, just because I'm going to be sharing exactly what my thoughts are for it. But people, be flexible, please, and give me feedback. So you may have all received, hopefully everyone's received an email from me about this specific event. And so utilize that email with honesty and give me feedback. I want to know what you want to hear. I want to know if days and times are better for you. So I'm a very open person. If it is criticism, I will embrace it. First off, I love learning from all of you. I've learned so much over the last couple of years in doing my training, coaching with people, 30 Days to Healthy Living. And you all have given me so much that I want you all to benefit from it. So that's the idea of community. When it comes to community, I always say this, there's power in numbers. And it has so much to do with, even if that community is not led by healthcare personnel, which, yeah, I'm in the healthcare world, but I mean, I'm just a regular person like a lot of you. But community has the power to heal in that there's recognition. Like, we all want to be seen for who we are, and we all want to be accepted. And I've seen that with every person that I've worked with. I've given that to them and they've given that to me, and we understand our differences and respect them. And then there's that idea of connection. I feel that there's so much isolation right now that we all are totally seeing the side effects of. And so this is a really cool way to obviously come together and feed off each other's energy. So I wanted to tap into all of that for you. Today's topic is change. When it comes to change, there is a disconnect with what we want and what we do. And who do we usually blame if there's failure? Ourselves. There must be something wrong with me. That's what I hear over and over and over. And really, there's nothing wrong with you. It's what's wrong is in the approach or the design. So change is so hard, right? Change is so hard. I hear that all the time. Change is so hard. And I guess I just lack the motivation. So it comes down to our view of change is skewed. We base it a lot on entertainment and social media, because in 45 minutes or 2 hours, we see an entire world saved, or an entire body changed, or an entire relationship happy. Like, we just lose the idea of the reality of time. So that's the missing part, time. And going back to the me in 2014, there's no movie to show me in 2014, a bitch, grumpy, drinking a bottle of wine every night, eating a block of cheese every night, sarcastic. That you don't see that part of me, and you haven't seen the small changes that I made over the last 7 years. Yeah, it's 7 years, but a lot of goodness happened. So it's not like it'll take you 7 years to make changes like that. But it's the small actions that I've made over time to get me to where I am. And trust me, I did not see this being my today. Did not see this at all. But I made those good changes. So then it opened it up for goodness to happen. So I also have realized that everyone's small amount of change is different. So the 30 Days to Healthy Living is an incremental program, and its size is small for some people, and for other people, it's larger. And then that's why I created the breakfast club, starting your morning with one small action, a smoothie to start your day. So, and PS, Friday, we are launching a new flavor. Anyone a fan of mint chocolate chip These taste like Thin Mints, like Girl Scout Thin Mints. So
I'm so excited. I can't wait to try it.
that is a flavor that a lot of consultants have already had the privilege of having, but it's open to the public now. And then also a new flavor of Fizz Lemon Lime, which sounds fantastic in a mocktail or cocktail. So those two things coming out Friday, limited time. Okay, so Breakfast Club people, 30 days to healthy living. Everyone's amount of small is different. And a lot of it has to do with our thoughts. So, example, I want to drink how many ounces of water per day? How many ounces of water are we supposed to drink per day? Half of your body weight in ounces of water. Okay, for someone drinking not much at all, that's a lot. And the way it looks is like starting in the morning, okay, gonna drink first thing, 12 ounces, all right, fill my water bottle, get in the car, get distracted, think about all the things you have to do when you get to work or wherever you're going, and oh shit, I was supposed to drink my water, that's fine, I'll have it at my workstation, no problem. Get into work, drinking, have to pee. Get up, okay, buddies, watch my workstation, I'm gonna head to the bathroom, come back, all hell broke loose, everyone's pissed at you, like, why are you going to the bathroom right now? Oh my God, and you're just like, okay, no more water for today, I'll do it later. And then the day goes by, and then you're pissed at yourself, and you're like, F word. I was so motivated. I wanted to drink water. How is it this hard? What is wrong with me? But yeah, that's what we all, and we're not saying that out loud. We're saying that in our head. And we probably, most of us, don't even realize we're saying it, but we're saying it. And what's happening, get ready, nerdy Courtney coming out. There are these pathways in your brain. Let's think of them as snow tread tire marks in the road, like Chicago 12-inch snow deep tread marks, okay? You are flying down those tread marks in your 2006 Honda Civic, and you have a really hard time getting out. I know all of you are probably driving SUVs, but play with me. So you're just flowing along this pathway of shit, I effed up again, I suck, I can't do this isn't for me, just flying down those pathways. How do you get out? Well, it's near impossible in a 2006 Honda Civic. So you just stay there. It's safe. You're just gonna go along. But you can get out. You can actually fill those tread marks, those pathways in your brain, and begin to create new ones that feel good. It's a possibility, and it's scientifically proven, because you know me, I love science. And that's the key, is feeling good. And the key is a small action. So a small action will cover some snow into that pathway, enough for you to get out, veer out, and create a new one. And then another small action doing the same. And another small action doing the same. So then you're actually creating a new pathway that will become your default. And it's surrounded in goodness. But it really does take those small actions. And what it takes to get into that is curiosity. Curiosity, the ability to discover, to explore. A lot of people, and I was one of them, I thought that one way to eat was the best for everybody. But these last 2 years have taught me way differently. So it's different for everyone. That's why everyone's small action is different. So curiosity, discovery, kind of experimenting with your body almost, in a healthy manner, obviously. Don't want to be weird. And that will help you figure out what those small actions should actually be. And what I've discovered in this last year, that information doesn't change you, which I really, truly thought that is what changed people. Information can help, But for the most part, what changes people is feeling good. We all want to feel good. Like that's the ultimate. The ultimate thing is feeling good. We all just want to feel good. That's it. So you have to start small. Because small amount of time is fast. But because who has time for 60 ounces of water a day? I don't. I gotta pee. I can't. I don't have time. I don't have time to pee. I don't have time to drink. Who has time to cook dinner every night? Not me. I'm the drive-through queen. No time. That is not me. No. And who has time to walk 30 minutes a day, exercise 30 minutes a day? Not me. I don't have time to take my dog on a walk. I have no time to work out for 30 minutes. It's a joke. Pathway. Those thoughts are just creating those deep grooves literally in your brain. It's called neuroplasticity. It's a thing. It's a real scientific thing. Well, we can change those pathways. We can rewire those pathways. And it takes small changes, small actions. So the small actions over time grow. That's the whole point. Over time, these fill in those tread marks, and we're literally changing the design of our brain. And it's scientifically proven. So the small actions that we all learned to walk, to type, to have better connection with our partners, which I do not see my partner on here, but small actions is really the basis to so many behaviors that either you do like or don't like about you. Starting small, building with time. Most of us start change based on motivation. Right now, I'm motivating. People say that all the time. You're so motivating. Okay, well, I'm not in your pocket screaming at you all day. Like, it's just, that's not how it works. So motivation, it helps, but it's one of the most unreliable sources for change. And willpower, right? You all probably have heard me say that willpower is a flippin' joke when it comes to sugar. Sugar is a recreational drug. That is how I treat it. I treat it like liquor. I treat it like weed. Like, I don't do it all the time because it would consume my life. And I've been there. I've lived on sugar. It was called cheese and wine and crackers, Ritz crackers. Okay, so willpower is a joke in your mouth. It's a joke in your kitchen. I do not have bags of chocolate chip cookies in my home for all those reasons. When you become stressed, what's the first to go? Willpower. So it just doesn't work. Okay, so motivation is the number one understanding, and the design that we believe in is the way that change happens. When really it is on the totem pole, but it's the lowest on that totem pole. So we are 16 minutes in. I've got a couple more minutes. Today's a little bit shorter than next week. I have 2 assignments, your growth work assignments. Number 1, choose a behavior. Choose a behavior in your life that you want to change. Something you've been working on for years, something you just heard about recently and you're like, oh, that would really be great in my life. Whatever it is. Examples: unloading the dishwasher regularly, watering your plants. These are things that people have talked to me about. Doing 2 squats while your morning coffee brews. Taking out the trash and recycling on the day you're supposed to. Quit smoking. Checking your phone constantly. Scrolling at 1 a.m. Kissing your partner hello. Making the bed. Eating chocolate. Like actually eating chocolate every day, dark chocolate. And then reading or watching less TV. So those are ideas. Pick something, one behavior that you want to change. Next week, we're going to talk about how we're going to break that down into tiny, small actions that are attainable, and the actual pathway that is the most common to help most people. There's lots of other smaller methods, but this is the most popular. And then number 2 part of your growth work is what I like to call the grounding challenge. So you're going to wake up, put your feet on the ground, and take a breath. And try so hard to postpone all of those shitty thoughts like, oh my God, I have to go to work. It's Thursday. F word, this is the worst. I hate my job. Like, just put those off for just a few minutes or a moment and just tell yourself, connect to yourself, connect to the ground, and say something along the lines of, today is going to be awesome, or today's going to be great, or I'm going to rock it today. Something like that. Whatever feels like you. I could say any of those things and I do, but say something that fits you. And that is that small action that's going to start filling in those tread marks of that pathway that is like, F my job or F my life. Because we can't, I can't say that I don't still have those thoughts. Like, that's, our brain goes there to protect us. It remembers those shitty things and it's like, don't do that again. Just don't. It sucked. You hated it. Why would you? So our brain is constantly like, don't forget how crappy that was. Don't forget how long that took you to get over. Don't forget. It's like, okay, all right, okay, survival mode. I get it. But I'm going to take back the control, but with a small action. So that concludes my thoughts for today. Super pumped for next week, hearing everyone's behaviors that they want to change. And I want an interaction with, depending on how big the group is, and many of you may know how Zoom works and it gets a little choppy and talking over each other and yada yada. So we'll just see. We'll give it a whirl, be flexible, adapt, and help each other out, because really we have a lot of the same issues, but we all chose to connect somehow. Like, we all chose, I guess I'm the kind of blending factor here, but we all chose to choose something to make yourself better. And it was something to do with health, right? Wellness. That's where I plugged you in. So we have a lot of the same thoughts, especially those negative ones. And it's a matter of using this power of a community to change that. Okay, so I didn't end up learning how to mute everybody. Everyone was so great. Thank you for that. But are there any thoughts now? And don't feel, like you have to say anything, but are there any thoughts or questions or good things that you want to share at this point? And if there's silence, I will just take it as I was super clear and concise and nobody needs any clarification. Anyone?
I just want to say, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. No.
Courtney, you hit the nail on the head with me every morning, every day. You know my work history. You hit the nail on the head. And that is definitely one thing I am definitely going to try in my small steps in the morning.
Awesome, Tina.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think, and it might be hard, right? You might forget, and that's okay, because it's so small that you're just like, okay, well, I could just do it now. I could just, like, I'm brushing my teeth, like, today's going to be an awesome day. Like, tell yourself in the mirror. So it's something small that you can just add on if you miss that, like, time that you were about to do it. Or you can write yourself a sticky note, or like have some kind of marker that reminds you. So that's great. I'm happy, Tina.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Thoughts? Questions? Okay. Well, I appreciate, because again, time is so important, and as you all have worked with me, obviously we try to keep our time super efficient and full of goodness. So thanks for coming on and enjoy the night. I'll see you next week. Do your 2 points of growth work. And thank you.
Love you, Court.
Love you.
Love
Great
you
job,
guys.
Courtney.
Thank you.
Thank you, Courtney. Was awesome.
That
Thanks,
was great.
Martha.